Business Talk.
Just selecting good investments and fund managers may not prepare you for the retirement income you need. There are 5 important, less obvious decisions. Learn these 5 decisions and how to make them. Tune in to America's Wealth Management Show, sponsored locally by Life Certain Wealth Strategies here on KLZ 560 every Saturday morning from 9 to 10.
The Experience Pros with Angel and Eric, next on KLZ 560.
You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show, where business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, best-selling authors of Lists That Saved My Business and founders of Experience Pros University, are inspiring you to get your business right. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Hello and welcome to the Experience Pros radio show with Angel and Eric. Very nice to have you along with us today. We're here to remind you that small business is big business. And your business is our business. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you today?
You know, we are living the entrepreneurial lifestyle, aren't we?
Oh, and living the dream. I found this fun little chart on Facebook. It's a day in the life of an entrepreneur. And you think about, you know, one of those little graphs where you think of success and you start out as your business as an entrepreneur, and it's going to be all these successes, and the trajectory in the graph just goes up. But a true day in the life, it starts out as you're kind of up on a high. I'm excited. Down low, ugh, this is hard.
Right.
Up again, it's working.
Yes.
Down, I messed up.
Oh.
Up a little higher, give up the good for the great.
All right.
Down, I think I'm going bankrupt.
Oh, boy.
Up again, I'm good. I don't know why I get so down on myself.
Why are we so hard on ourselves?
Right? Back down. I was wrong. I suck.
Oh.
Back up again. Wait a second. My life is great. And somehow it still managed.
It's tracking an upwards.
It does still go up. But we always say the highs are high, right? Oh my gosh, we did this. We succeeded. We closed that deal. We created this product, created this brand, and there's all these exciting things going on, and we're making money and we're growing. But also interwoven into every single one of those successes are those low moments.
The stumbles along the way.
The rejection, the doubt, the self-doubt, the concern, making mistakes, making tough decisions, not seeing it through. I mean, lots of difficult days as an entrepreneur. And this was all just in one day.
You know, right.
Mm-hmm.
And it sometimes is in one day, but be encouraged. The lifestyle of the entrepreneur really is worthwhile, and you can be amazing. You just got to go out and make sure that you don't give up. Hey, did you hear about the lady in Virginia who discovered that she won the lottery by using Siri?
Siri helped her win the lottery. Did she ask Siri for the winning numbers?
After buying a Virginia lottery ticket from a local Kroger grocery store, Viola Thomas decided to ask Siri for help. The voice-activated program then directed Thomas to the Virginia Lottery website, where she discovered, lo and behold, she won the $250,000 grand prize.
That's kind of awesome.
Right?
Siri? Siri always tells me, I'm sorry, I can't help you right now.
I know.
I'm sorry. That, or sends me something else. I don't even want to know.
When Siri starts with I'm sorry, I agree with her. She's sorry.
Sad. That's so sad.
I know.
But every now and then she really is helpful. And often enough. I think she's helpful often enough. And you know what? I think obviously we're just not nice enough to her. She's not giving me the winning lottery numbers.
What?
So I've never asked her to.
Oh.
Every now and then I'll push the button on my phone because I just want to unlock the screen, and it asks, what can I help you with? And it gives me like this whole list of things that she can help me with. And of course, now she's talking to me.
Oh, now she's talking. Now she's talking
right?
to you.
And it's all these. Oh, yep. She said, I'm sorry.
Yeah, she is sorry.
She's sorry. But it does give me this whole list of things that she can do that I never even think to ask her for. It is not a sorry piece. Mm-hmm. You are either a fan
I meant to say
or you are
Siri
not.
Piece of equipment.
You either have allegiance or you don't.
I have a serious problem with the sorry piece of equipment called Siri.
Really?
Yeah. She doesn't love me the way she should.
You know what?
Easy now. Go very easy.
I am thinking perhaps she does. Are you growling at me?
No.
What was that? You're like a Muppet.
I am not like the old man Muppet, huh? It's the old man Muppet. You see, I know how you go.
What do you mean you know how I go?
I know to Karen about that stuff.
Do you have any news for us today?
I do have news for you. I told you about the lady in Virginia who won the lottery, right?
Right.
Yeah, Siri, that whole thing.
Right.
In India, they're actually learning how to. India's famous for taking selfies. They love themselves and their selfies over there in India.
Really?
Yeah, and in New Delhi, the Indian Department of Posts announced that residents will soon be able to send mail featuring their own faces with stamps made from their customers' selfies.
Stamps?
Yes.
I know you can buy stamps with your logo on them.
Why not? We can do it here now.
Right?
Send them a picture.
With your selfie on it. I think that's a good business. We all want to see more of us.
India got there first.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's kind of exciting, and some fun things, whatever, you take selfies of your team at the office and put that on a stamp. I think that rocks. I totally think that rocks.
It's.
I remember when we could buy stamps with our logo on it, and we tried that. It's like, this is just awesome. It feels, they feel phony, like to put a stamp on that's your own.
Right.
Right. That, but they're legitimate. But it just feels really funny that it's your own. So, anyways, that's all good. All right. So this hour of the Experience Pros Radio Show is brought to you by our friends over at Hydro Shield. We actually have 2 different locations. One Denver West, including Boulder. You can find that at rmhydroshield.com, or Denver East, including Douglas County, at hydroshieldofdenver.com. They do your kitchen and bathroom professionally installed surface protection against stains, scratches, and bacteria for up to 15 years, making all those surfaces 75% easier to clean.
This is amazing. And every single person that we've seen who gets connected with Hydro Shield actually does a great job. I mean, they say, wow, these guys have made it so much better.
Right? Everybody loves them. And you can actually, through the end of the year, get a 25% discount on any surface sealed through Hydro Shield with using the promo code Hydro Holiday. It's their largest discount of the year. And the surfaces include granite, marble, slate, travertine, grout, glass, porcelain, all of that. hydroshieldofdenver.com or rmhydroshield.com.
Well, there you go.
All right, so scrolling around through the Facebook, Eric, and I found our friend from the Social Media Advisor.
Okay.
Had posted some Facebook etiquette. Have you ever seen somebody post something, I don't know, sad or...
you kidding? On Facebook?
Not like a happy post.
You can drown
right?
in the misery.
No, but like if somebody posts like a tragedy or they were in an accident.
Sure. Yeah, it happens.
She wanted to know, is it inappropriate to click like on their post? Or is it more appropriate to comment? Or should you say nothing at all?
Oh.
Because for someone to like a difficult time, it appears hurtful.
Absolutely.
Right? Especially
Heartless,
when your heart is really trying to do the right thing in a supporting space, right? So,
Just lost
sad
my grandmother
moments,
today.
divorce, loss of, all of that, bad news, right? And so I think that the only option, though, that Facebook gives us is like, right? Which is really,
they're coming.
Really, I acknowledge.
Yeah. They're rolling out emoticons. There'll be one that has like tears that say, that sucks or something like
that. Right. Isn't the new word of the year actually not even a word at all?
It's emoji.
It's an emoji. The one with the big teardrops falling off of the smiley face.
Mm-hmm.
See, this is the space we've gotten in now. We're just speaking in pictures, which, anybody can speak in the language of pictures, right? Anyways, according to the Social Media Advisor, she says, do not like these posts: relationships, sad moments, divorce, loss of a job, loss of pet, death of any sort, or bad news. She says it's also bad form to leave a like on your own posts.
Oh.
I've often, every now and then, I'll be scrolling around, the wall, and I'll see something that I post.
Yeah.
And then I'll like it. And then I realize, I posted that.
I just posted that, yeah. Well, here's the thing, and that's an interesting point because there are 2 absolutely different camps on either side of the fence on this one. You post your own thing and you get the likes going. It's like when you're an outdoor busker and you play the guitar on the 16th Street Mall of whatever your city is, and you put out a tip jar, but you put the first $5 bill in so that you tell people this is the behavior that we want to replicate. We want you to put the $5 bill in.
Well, there's more to this.
Oh.
There's more to this.
All right.
Facebook etiquette. She says it's bad form to announce icky news, bad news, to kind of be a downer on a thread. So if you're commenting on a positive thread, to bring in something negative into an existing thread, she says, keep opinions and that kind of news to yourself unless asked to share them, or you post it on your own wall.
Okay.
She says, please know that your engagement is important in social.
Yes.
This platform is to build relationships, not tear them apart. Your opinions.
Wait, you went too fast over that one. It's to build relationships, not tear them apart.
I cannot believe,
especially during an election cycle.
The ugly, angry. I was watching something yesterday. I was reading somebody giving away a prize. You know, a prize. Like you didn't have to do
you won
squat
for free
to get this.
You said do squat.
Right? They didn't have to do anything. And this person didn't win it. They just weren't happy with the prize. This other person won and felt it was a useless prize.
Right.
And I thought, you ungrateful.
Easy. I think we got the end of that sentence.
She says, be positive, informative, uplifting, but real. She says, it isn't always about rainbows and sunshine, but it isn't opinion vomit either.
Oh, well, there it is. Thank you for the Facebook etiquette. We appreciate those tips. We appreciate you for listening. More positive business talk and quite possibly my favorite kumquat coming next on the Experience Pros radio show, the most positive business talk show in America.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
You keep wondering about refinancing options. You know rates are low, but don't know how to go about getting the best rate and best type of loan for your situation. What do you even need to get started? Wonder no more. Go to CherylAnswers.com. Cheryl of ALMC Mortgage has put together a checklist of what you need to know and frequently asked questions when it comes to your mortgage. Get answers. Go to CherylAnswers.com. CherylAnswers.com.
LMB number 100020432. NMLS number 266695. You can check the licensing status of your mortgage loan originator at dora.state.co.us.
Design, implement, and support. If you have a computer, a cell phone, or a tablet, you have a network. Hi, this is Eric, and I've got great news for you. Your network has a guy. For the last 15 years, Brad Binkley of Binkley IT has served his clients without killing their budget. Brad can effectively manage a network of up to 50 computers, typically for about 2 to 4 hours a week. Huge savings, no sacrifice. Call Brad today for your next IT partner. 720-254-1057. That's 720-254-1057. Binkley IT, solving the IT puzzle one piece at a time.
Over 400,000 businesses in Colorado have less than 10 employees. Your business probably fits into that category. Imagine what would be accomplished if everyone joined forces. The Colorado Micro Business Alliance brings owners together to give you a unified voice in state and local policy. Events. Join now for only $5 a month at ColoradoMicroBusinessAlliance.com.
Get your payroll and employee paperwork done efficiently, effectively, and economically with Employer Essentials. Free up your time, free up your money, and let Employer Essentials help your business grow. They handle all of your payroll and HR needs at EmployerEssentials.com or call 303-734-9436. 303-734-9436.
Hey, diehards, this is Angel, and I want you to join me on Thanksgiving morning for the Highlands Ranch Chamber 5K. It starts with a pancake breakfast provided by our friends from the Colorado National Guard and finishes with fun activities. I'll let you guess what they'll be serving in the beer garden. The race starts at 9 a.m. on Thanksgiving morning, and you'll be finished and energized enough to eat the whole turkey. Sign up for the early bird price online at td5k.com. That's td5k.com to save $10. It's all brought to you by the Highlands Ranch Chamber and Furniture Row. td5k.com.
Friends, there are very few things more important to your business than the way it's viewed and used on the internet. Your website is the gateway to your entire sales process, and here at Experience Pros, we trust Donna Galassi and Blue Zenith Web Design to make our website more than just a brochure for our business. If you want your website to be an experience, contact Donna today at 720-248-8431. That's 720-248-8431, or visit them online to see their work. Use bluezenith.com. We do.
Random online searching is one way to find a good company, but an even better way is to choose the companies that are listed on the Extreme Customer Service Directory. This elite list of companies have one thing in common. They offer extreme customer service. Their customers are bragging about them, and that's what sets them apart. Trust the companies listed on the Extreme Customer Service Directory to take care of you. Extreme Customer Service Directory at experiencepros.com/directory. experiencepros.com/directory.
I'm John Walsh. I'm Ed Smart. When a child is abducted, time is critical. That's why Amber Alert is so important. The public is notified when a child is abducted. It's a partnership between broadcasters, law enforcement, transportation, and you. Thanks for making Amber Alert happen.
The Experienced Pros want to help you get your business right. Have you joined the revolution? Visit meetup.com/The Revolution and become a business revolutionary. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experienced Pros radio show.
She wears Batman pajamas.
Well,
favorite kumquat.
We're gonna find out if she does or not. Pamela Atherton, speaker, talk show host, and media trainer. You can find her online at her website, acloserlookradio.com, but comes in every month as a regular contributor host here on the Experienced Pros radio show. Pamela, welcome back.
Thank you. I'm always glad to be on with you guys. How are you?
We are doing fantastic. And tell us, settle it, would you please, because of the theme song here. Is it true? Do you wear Batman pajamas?
I do not.
You know, that's the lyrics to this song. It's good to have you on, Pam. What are we talking about today?
You. Well, let me tell you, in recent days and through the past, we have had tragedies that have happened. And unfortunately, we keep making the same mistakes in our business with social media. So when something is sobering or horrifying or consumes the airwaves, it's just not the time to talk about your business. And I just want to briefly mention this because we've talked about it before. But first of all, you need to stop all of your social media posting when something has happened, when it's about your business or something you think is funny. Because if you can't contribute empathy and sympathy to the situation, then literally just shut up.
Yeah, silence is better than sticking your foot in it in an inappropriate manner.
You are right, Pamela. And I think we all get, especially if we've pre-scheduled items to go out, we forget. And then these things come out and we look like idiots and out of touch.
Yeah, and I think that's really important what you just said. We almost need to have a checklist in case of tragedy and things like this. Scheduled posts. Oh my gosh, I saw so many of them so recently when the Paris tragedy happened. But it's not the only time that happened. And you also have to be careful that you don't try to insinuate yourself into the crisis. For example, after the terrorist attack, you know that many people changed their Facebook profiles to have the French flag superimposed over their picture. Well, a very famous company of beauty products put their logo up and then the French flag over the top. And that just didn't fit right. You know what I mean?
Inappropriate.
Right. And these are things, I remember we had a tragedy here in Aurora, and the city of Aurora was trending on Twitter, right? And somebody who wasn't paying any attention just jumped into that hashtag without really seeing why it was trending, and again put their foot in it. And so you're right. When we think about our social media and our marketing, we never think, we want to stop and not be a part of it. But in light of tragedy, I love your advice. If you can't participate in the empathy of it, then this is when our brain should go silent.
Yeah, and it's also not the time to be political. People are hurting, they're horrified, and your business doesn't need to jump into the conversation pointing fingers or assigning blame or giving out an opinion on how things should have gone down.
Sure.
This is not correct. But what would be appropriate is to post where people can donate, where they can watch coverage, where they can get information on the safety of others, how you can help the situation, not inflame it. Those are appropriate posts.
I love that. I would love for you to just give us a quick little, send me that on even on our Facebook wall, Pamela, those 4 little things, how we can help, where you can donate, and those kinds of helpful pieces. I think our listeners would love to have a list of that. And if you would like to see a great example for how your brand can participate, I know, Pamela, you were on top of it with helping with the up-to-date coverage, and as the situation changed, I thought your postings were very classy.
Thank you. Well, and it's just the thing. We're all in here to help, and that's what we've got to do. How can we help the most people possible? It's not about your brand. Situations like that, it just isn't. Yeah. So you need to become human.
Good,
all right.
Good advice.
So there's that. Now, what I also wanted to mention was I came across somebody the other day, a sales manager, who made a remark to me that they weren't getting as much business from a particular client anymore, so sales were down. And he said this client had made the poor choice to get a different version of the product elsewhere.
Oh, no, he didn't.
Yeah, right? And we've talked about this before, how the buyer and the seller dynamic has changed. We used to tell everybody everything. Look, I've done ads for a billion years. We're your holiday headquarters. Come and see our knowledgeable, friendly staff. We have a wide selection of products at prices that won't break your pocketbook. You recognize them?
Right.
Right? So we used to tell people what they wanted to know about us, but somebody on Yelp is out there telling us that, hey, your competitor has more than you do. Your staff is rude. They don't know the product line. You have lousy shopping hours. So here's the reality check that I want you to cash. If your sales are down, stop blaming the customer. Here's what you need to do. You need to understand what your customer needs. You aren't giving them what they need, or they wouldn't be going somewhere else.
Yeah.
So here's the time to sit down and talk to your customer and ask them, what are the biggest challenges you're facing with your business? How have things changed in your industry, and how has that affected you? And what one thing could we do that would make your life easier?
Yeah. You said, Pam, that that's the reality check that you want people to cash. And I'm thinking the other check is the one that your customer signs for you. Right?
They're not going to be signing that check if you don't understand their business.
That's right.
So you need to stop trying to sell and instead offer solutions. If the customer is getting what he needs from you, he won't be buying elsewhere. And what that means is you're not listening and you're not adapting. That's really critical in this time and age.
Absolutely. If your customer is not getting what they need from you, they will shop someplace else. You can't, somebody can't steal your customer away from you. If they love doing business with you already, they're not going to be looking. They're not going to be easily swayed. But again, if we aren't asking them, if we're not talking to them about what they want, how they want it, how we can make it better, how we can continue to spoil them, then anybody can come along and sway them away.
Right. And the minute you start looking for reasons such as, the economy is down. A consultant told them not to buy from us. The minute you start looking for reasons, then you're not looking at the reality of it, which is you're just not giving them what they need.
Right. I love how you just get right to the point, Pamela. Stop blaming your customers when your sales are down. It's not their job to build your business. And right. This is such a, if we needed to hear it and this struck home, struck a chord with somebody because they need to hear it, this is probably the friendliest way to receive that information.
Absolutely.
Right. But Pamela is an incredible asset. She kind of nails it, kind of lays it down, and she doesn't pull any punches, which is one of my favorite reasons why we love talking with Pamela, because she wants to help you succeed. Pamela, if our listeners wanted to follow you, stay in touch with you, even
just get your phone number,
use you as an example of how to post during tragic times, how do they do that?
Sure. On Twitter, I'm Pam Atherton, and you can also find me on Facebook as Pam Atherton, or A Closer Look with Pam Atherton. And you can also email me at pam@pamatherton.com. So just email me if you have information, if you need information. I work with people in your area all the time, and I come up and do workshops as well. And sometimes you just need a tune-up for your business, somebody to look at it and say, where are some areas that we could improve? And that's what I'm about. I'm not a long-term kind of person. Let's get in, get out, and get it done.
And get it done. I know
she does.
She does. She's come to Denver a couple of times. She'll actually travel to wherever you are in the country. If you're hearing her voice, she can come in and see you. Find her online at acloserlookradio.com, or just Google Pam Atherton. She is a media award-winning mogul, trainer, talk show host, and you can always hear her every month here on the Experience Pros radio show. Pam, thanks so much for the tips today.
You bet, and thanks for having me on. I really appreciate it.
We love you. All right, folks, when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit about something that Angel knows everything about.
What?
Decluttering.
Oh, I love this.
Right?
This is my new hobby.
Get ready. Decluttering for the holidays, coming right after these messages on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Get focused, take inspired action, and break through your distractions by attending Vision is Victory, the event led by Carrie Conley in Scottsdale, Arizona. Reduced airfares are happening right now, so sign up today and take a few days in January to transform your business and your life. You'll leave with a step-by-step plan to create massive success for the entire year. Vision is Victory. The event starts January 14th. Register online at infinitenation.com for this vision building retreat and join us to create the best year of your life. infinitenation.com.
Stop calling around looking for the best mortgage rates and call ALMC Mortgage. ALMC Mortgage matches you with the right mortgage for your needs every single time. Now's the right time to finance. Call ALMC Mortgage today at 303-696-6933. 303-696-6933. Check out today's current rates and questions you should ask about your mortgage at almcmortgage.com. almcmortgage.com.
LMB number 100020432. NMLS number 266695. You can check the licensing status of your mortgage loan originator at dora.state.co.us.
If you rely on networking to build your business, you need Renovate. If you are sick of wasting your time cold calling to find a few, you need Renovate. Extreme Relationship Management will help you renovate. Renovate is revolutionary training that elevates your not working and supercharges your networking to get real results. Sign up for the next Renovate training this week at extremerelationshipmanagement.com or call 855-I-LIKE-ERM. You need Renovate.
Hi, this is Angel, and I've been in my home for 12 years now. When I think about redecorating, I just can't seem to get past what I've always done. Helene's Designs offers a fluff it up service for home decorating. She takes what I already have and rearranges just enough to fluff it up. Call Helene to get fluffed up at 720-233-7302. Helene's Designs is a full-service design firm that helps you turn your dreams into a reality. Call Helene's Designs today at 720-233-7302 or check out the before and after pictures online at helenesdesigns.com.
Home Care Assistance Denver is the leading provider of 24/7 live-in care for your aging loved ones. From hospice to dementia care, hourly or around the clock, Home Care Assistance Denver is here to help. They offer free senior lifestyle and brain health education workshops from Denver to Fort Collins and welcome you and your family to join. For workshop information, call 720-443-3371 or homecareassistancedenver.com. They're changing the way the world ages.
Landlords, listen up. If you have investment property, you need Legacy Properties PM. Devin Bewley will absolutely get you the highest rent possible, handle every imaginable emergency, and make sure that your property is well cared for. He visits every property regularly and knows that he's working for you. Legacy Properties PM, where their promise to you is simple. If your property isn't earning you money, you owe them nothing. There's nothing to lose. 720-989-1996. Mention Experience Pros and they'll waive the first month's management fee.
Do you wish your career was moving along a different path? Do you ever feel like your business owns you when it really should be the other way around? Do you feel like this isn't the life you thought you'd be living? Well, you're not alone. Sandy Corrigan has a system that helps people create careers worth having, businesses worth owning, that results in lives worth living. Call or text Sandy Corrigan today at 303-907-1010. That's 303-907-1010. It's worth the phone call.
Hi, it's Auntie Austin with the good news. Did you know the Denver Rescue Mission needs you and your help, and they need turkeys, your turkeys. They need 15,000 turkeys to help those who are hungry and in need. They should be frozen, 12 pounds or larger. You can bring the turkeys to the Lawrence Street shelter between 8 a.m. and 6 p.m. or donate online. You can donate the amount of that turkey online so the mission can buy their own. And I have to tell you, I have been there on several Thanksgivings, I believe about 4 years in a row. I cannot tell you how much people appreciate these meals. Almost every single person that comes through the line looks me in the eye and thanks me, even though I'm just serving them. And they are so grateful to have this beautiful meal. And believe me, it is a beautiful meal. Absolutely delicious and very much appreciated by the people who maybe don't have a place to go for Thanksgiving. So again, the Denver Rescue Mission needs 15,000 turkeys. Go to denverrescuemission.org/turkey for more info.
This is Willie Schmidt with Pure Hunting. Tune into Sportsman of Colorado Saturdays, 1 to 2 p.m. right here on 560 KLZ.
Oh, there's no place like home for the holidays, 'cause no matter how far away you roam, when you pine for the sunshine.
It's that time.
I am so excited.
Are you?
I am. And I waited. I waited till after Halloween, right?
Yeah.
Right? And I think that November and December are the holidays.
The holidays.
Now, I have a friend who says, Angel, you can't do anything Christmas until after Thanksgiving.
And that seems to be, by and large, a lot of the people have that kind of a thing.
Well, I can't wait any longer.
Well, you know what? It's
I think
fun.
I waited long enough. And so Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. And I am ready to put up the Christmas tree. But I found a fun little article from Peter Walsh. And, he's Oprah's declutter guru, right? He's written some incredible books. I am a big fan of Peter Walsh. Love the whole idea of the clean sweep. And many of our listeners know that I have recently tortured my family through
your staff.
a 7-week marathon tidy at my house. I haven't really done it at the office.
No, you talk about it, which causes panic, fear, and blistering.
But there is now 2 room for both of our cars in the garage with space all around. It's not all squished in and cluttered.
Yeah, but your husband, Jay, is still walking a little sideways.
He kind of is. But, he'll get over it. And we've had the donation truck had to come 3 different times, during this time period when we're decluttering. Probably gave out 30 trash bags of trash, gave away a bunch of stuff. And it just feels really clean and decluttered. Now, as we're getting ready for the holidays, what do we end up doing over the holidays is we kind of throw up, right, all of our holiday decorations from, the last 30 years and stuff passed down from grandma and
Yeah, that does beg a question, Mrs. Tussey.
Yes.
You've just gone through your massive sweep of your home and gotten rid of all your clutter. Mm-hmm. What'd you do with all that holiday stuff?
So I hadn't touched the holiday stuff yet.
You haven't?
I didn't, because I knew it was coming. It was like self-coming or whatever it was. I didn't want to
It's like
go
gravity.
through
You
it.
can't argue with it.
I didn't want to go through it and then put it all away.
All right.
I knew I'm going to bring it all out, in a couple weeks. Anyway, so when I bring it all out, I'm going to go all through it. So here's the first thing that Peter talks about. He's talking about decluttering for the holidays.
Right.
And, we used to do Boxing Day, which is the day after Christmas.
You don't do Boxing Day. You're not Canadian.
I know, but I like the whole idea of get rid of the old so you make room for the new.
Next thing you're going to tell me you celebrate Hanukkah and do the dreidel.
Well, yeah, we do that too. So I just think that's
Your
a fun.
latkes are
I know. I
amazing.
just love potato pancakes, right? And I think the story is sweet. So, so when we think about the holidays and the idea of holiday traditions and maybe if it's the first time with a new family or your family dynamic has changed this year and so your traditions have changed this year, just because it's different doesn't mean it has to be negative, right? You can create your own new vision for what you want the holidays to be like. And is that time sitting around your fireplace, with a blanket and a cup of hot cocoa and a good book, just having some music in the background? Is it a house full of friends and family having a cocktail party and, just the hubbub and of the socialness? Is it just family? Is it big? Is it loud? Is it quiet? Is it busy? Whatever that
Enough with the questions.
Whatever that vision is, but you've got to know what your vision is.
I know what my vision is. Get through it. Survive.
Eric's no fun.
No, I'm fine, but I don't need 1,000 questions for this.
Are you going to put up a tree?
I don't know.
To Peter Walsh out all of our holiday decorations, right? And put like items with like items so we can see, are there duplicates? Are there things that are just broken and need to be repaired, or just not even necessary, like not your tastes anymore, which is okay if they're not your tastes anymore.
Put those balls over there. Good. Like next to like.
Okay.
All the Christmas balls go in the corner.
All right, in the corner.
Yeah.
That's where they go in Eric's house. They all go in the corner. But think about this. Do you still have maybe some of those cheap little painted on glass balls that you got from Walgreens in your first Christmas together? Do you really need to keep all of those when you've also
You would step on the first Christmas? Heartless.
You don't even put up a tree.
Stab me in the heart. No, but I remember them, and I still have all the first Christmas and baby's first.
I can remember them, just
you
not.
Get rid of the baby booty Christmas ornament?
And I still put the baby booty Christmas ornament up. But like I had an ornament from when my cat passed away when I was 18, right? And so I had this little kitty cat ornament in memory of my little kitty cat from 25 years ago. I can still love the cat if I don't have, and honor the memory, even if I don't have the ornament on my tree.
Okay.
The memory and the love for grandma and past traditions and first Christmases are not in the ornament. They are not in the thing. They're in your heart.
You never met my grandma. What's the next thing?
New traditions.
Starting new traditions.
Starting new traditions.
Because old traditions we don't give a rip about. I tried to get my girlfriend to put her booty up on the tree, and it didn't work that well.
But less is more, right? And I think that so often we just get really overwhelmed, and we've been collecting holiday ornaments for, 20, 30 years, 40 years maybe, and it just starts to be a whole cluttered mess. Or most of them don't even get out on display anyways. They stay in the box. So if you've got items that have not come out, for 3 to 5 years, it's okay to part with them and know that they have given you joy and they serve that season and that purpose in your life, but now pass them on and donate them so that they can bless somebody else's life.
Okay.
And just know that they're going to end up in the right place, and it's not necessarily a box in your storage room.
So let's be clear with the whole Eric, you don't even put up a tree kind of thing.
Okay.
Because I do have a Christmas tree, and I live in basically a shoebox. It's a very small apartment.
Size in this case does not matter.
Go ahead, say it. And so my tree, first of all, it's buried under a pile of boxes, behind a pile of boxes in the one closet that I have for storage. Oh, still, good Lord, she's rubbing her hands together going, can I help?
What's in
Please,
these boxes that are keeping you from even getting to your Christmas tree?
Sake. And then
when was the last time you even opened those boxes that are keeping you from getting into your Christmas tree?
It's been a while.
It's been a while, right? I think there used to be the folks that say, if you haven't used it or worn it or touched it in a year, I just did this marathon tidy, and in many cases, I haven't used it, touched it, or looked at it in 3 or 5 years.
Completely walked into that one, didn't I?
Right? It can go away now. It's okay. It served its purpose. It brought you joy in the season of life that it needed to, but it is no longer serving by being stacked up and hidden away in a box. You don't even know what's in it, and it's keeping you from putting up your Christmas tree.
No, but there's more stuff. My son lives with me now in my shoebox. And
Bobblecock or hogwash or Falderon or whatever the word is.
But here, excuses, I think, is the word that you're looking for.
Oh, thank you.
But here's the deal. There's no room for the tree. Where would I put my Christmas tree? Mm-hmm. He lays on the floor that is my entire front room.
No. He does not lay on the floor that is your entire front room. He has a sofa bed.
Yeah, actually, for Pete's sake, one of our listeners says, you have a girlfriend?
He does. And A being subjective. So... Oh, it was my mom. Thanks for listening, Mom. And Mom, all of your Christmas
ones from the old times.
My mom won't even be here on Christmas Day, right? It'll be, I think, one of the first.
Beach.
Actually, she won't. She's going to Wisconsin. I think this might be the first Christmas that I won't see my mom for Christmas.
And that makes me sad.
Right? I just had this moment.
Don't go.
Right?
Don't
it's okay.
You know
it's okay.
It blows in Wisconsin?
It's all right. I'm just gonna go over to Eric's non-Christmas house, and and then we won't be sad anymore.
Right? Well, she's gonna help me unclutter, and that'll be her gift.
Can I?
For your gift? Absolutely. Come on over.
Okay. You know what? It is so freeing. I cannot believe how much space there is in the garage and in my basement now. The kids have moved on. Now, this is when I knew it got real. In the basement, we were cleaning out the basement, and we had created this little nook under the stairs for the kids to go in, and kind of like a little reading nook, so it's under the stairs. It was carpeted.
It was where they got to dress up.
Twinkle lights.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was a really sweet little space, right? Of course, they grew up reading the Harry Potter books.
Right.
And so here was this little nook that they could kind of cozy up in and cuddle up in.
Us boys call it a fort.
Or a fort. Okay, so it's kind of that. So it's gone now. And so we're clearing out the clutter in the basement and getting rid of, the kids' toys and stuff we haven't done, looked at, touched, camping stuff and all of that. And my husband goes into this little nook under the stairs and pulls out the carpet and pulls out the lights. And I thought, I didn't know if I was quite ready
it's totally
for that.
Real.
That was totally real for me.
Yeah.
But I had my moment and realized, when was the last time they were under the stairs? And they're never going to go back under there. So it was okay. So Eric, this is me saying, it's going to be okay. So anyways, Peter Walsh says, declutter before Christmas and envision the perfect Christmas for you, and then go create it.
And Eric says, go back and look at the video, because she's just adorable. She gets in this shoulder, just a happy hand waving kind of thing. Mom, Dad, don't go. Please.
No, it's okay. I'm a big girl. I'll handle it just fine. Actually, we're having spa day first before she goes.
Wisconsin blows. Folks, we'll be back with more positive business talk right after these messages.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Attention business owners. If you're waiting 30 to 60 days or more to get paid, Riviera Finance can turn your invoices into immediate cash flow. Let them help. Their process is simple and no debt is created. Riviera Finance is located right here in Denver. They've been helping companies across the U.S. for over 40 years. So if you bill on credit but need better cash flow, call Jack Loudon at Riviera Finance now at 303-409-7706. That's 303-409-7706. Or visit RivieraFinance.com.
If printing is an essential part of your business day, then RMK Cartridge is your lifeline to success. Hi, this is Eric, and Angel and I wouldn't think of running our business without having RMK Cartridge on our speed dial. Remanufactured ink and toner cartridges are just the beginning. Free delivery and award-winning service coupled with 30 to 50% savings over original manufacturer products means that we're saving time, money, and space in the landfill all at once. Treat your printer to the best. Contact the guys at RMK Cartridge at 303-781-2076 or on the web at rmkcartridge.com.
Hi, this is Angel, and I want you to picture this. You're driving home after soccer practice. Your little girl is sitting in the back seat, and the radio is gently playing your favorite music. Your car is your world for the moment, and your world is safe because Nyland's Collision Center wouldn't cut corners on the quality of parts when they fixed that fender bender last month. NYLUNDS collision.com. No one knows your car better. The safety of your whole world is in their hands. Visit nylandscollision.com or call them at 303-761-9219.
Imagine having a business partner watch over your computer systems day and night, actively responding to changing needs in your environment, helping make sure things run fast and smooth, protecting your valuable information. With availability, our managed services platform, C-Squared Computer Consulting can provide 24/7 monitoring, manage updates, and optimize your systems. Let C-Squared be your business partner. Call us at 303-933-1113. Mention Experience Pros, and we'll waive the setup fee.
You've had it with the big box print shops and online printing companies. Sure, they offer cheap services, and that's what you get, cheap service. Isn't it about time you found someone who not only made you look good, but also makes you feel good? Award-winning PrintingDoneQuickly.com offers the highest level of concierge service without the concierge price. PrintingDoneQuickly.com, where we serve your business as we wish to be served, and quickly too. That's PrintingDoneQuickly.com.
SharpNet Solutions has been optimizing websites for over 16 years, since before Google was even a company. Hi, this is Eric, and I want you to let that sink in for a moment. SharpNet Solutions has been helping hundreds of small businesses get found on the search engines since before Google became Google. They're one of the most affordable SEO firms in the country, and if you tell them Experience Pros sent you, you'll get up to 50% off of your SEO services. Still wonder if they can help you? Google Experience Pros. We use them. 303-900-4988. That's 303-900-4988. or sharpnetsolutions.com.
Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe is the official fitness sponsor of the Experience Pros radio show. This is Angel, and Orange Theory is the energizing group fitness concept that is sweeping the nation. Experience the orange effect at the location Eric and I work out at. It's Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road. You'll see more energy, visible toning, and extra calorie burn for up to 36 hours after your workout. Call for a free Saturday session at 303-645-4290. That's 303-645-4290. We'll see you at Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road.
You need more customers, and you need to keep the ones you already have. Lists That Save My Business is your answer to gaining and retaining clients without cold calling or chasing cold leads. Do business with people who like you and who already trust you. Lists That Save My Business is the book with easy-to-use checklists to bring more of the right customers into your sales process. Buy your copy of Lists That Save My Business from Amazon.com. These lists will save your business. Buy your copy of Lists That Save My Business today and grow your business the Experience Pros way.
I started going cold turkey. Well, at least when I'm in the car.
I know I shouldn't do it, but it's so hard to stop. That's why I hide it from myself, so I won't be tempted.
I used to do it all the time. I stopped by locking it in my glove compartment.
My friend used to do it way too much. Now I turn it off when we're in the car.
My solution is simple. I just don't do it.
There are lots of ways to stop yourself and others from texting and driving. How will you stop? Tell us. Stop text. Rex.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Get your business right. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experience Pros radio show.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Positive business talk all morning long for you. This hour brought to you by our friends over at Hydro Shield. 2 locations in Denver to serve you. Denver West, including Boulder, Rocky Mountain Hydro Shield. Find them online at rmhydroshield.com. Or Denver East, including Douglas County, hydroshieldofdenver.com, hydroshieldofdenver.com. They protect your surfaces. We're talking your granite, marble, slate, travertine, grout, glass, and porcelain, tile, toilet, sinks, countertops. Everything against stains, scratches, and bacteria for up to 15 years. So far more, even if you got granite and they kind of put a little coating on that to protect you, it doesn't last nearly as long as Hydro Shield. Makes it 75% easier to clean. So get your surfaces protected before the holidays. You've got folks over spilling stuff all over your countertops. You can get 25% discount on any surface sealed through the end of the year using the promo code Hydro Holidays, their largest discount of the holiday. Remember, amshield.com or highdenver.com.
All right. Hey, it's time to get organized. You know you want to. And we've talked a little bit about the organization that Peter Walsh has for you. How about organizing your first quarter? A 3-month period is really the perfect time to bridge any of those big picture goals, right? You know, because I can say what I want to be out a year, 3 years, 5 years window of right now.
Right. And so if you've got those 90 days, then you know what your yearly activities need. A simple 1-page quarterly action plan is going to help keep it simple. Everybody can use it. It's kind of a one glance, making sure that you are on track with what you need to be doing every day, every week, which gives you the action plan for the quarter.
And the steps to get there.
And those 4 quarters, that's your entire plan for the year. How simple does that sound?
It does sound simple, and it's all on one page. I like that.
All right. So here's what your 1-page action plan looks like. Take your piece of paper and you fold it in thirds so that there's 3 kind of 3 sections of your page.
I'm guessing that'll be the 3 months of the quarter.
Right. And it's actually focus area 1, focus area 2, and focus area 3. So here's a sample. Focus area 1, lead generation, getting more people in the door. Maybe your second focus is systematizing the sales process. And the third area could be the hiring process for new sales associates. So think about 3 different goals that your company is working on.
Underneath that, you might want to put your criteria of success. How will you know if you have achieved that goal? For instance, in lead generation, getting more people in the door, the criteria of success is have a baseline scorecard in place that tracks daily traffic through the store, and then talk about the 2 different top marketing ideas that you're going to implement over Q1 and implement them. Have it all laid out for you.
Absolutely. And then your KPI,
your key performance indicator.
So the number of qualified visitors to the store per day. So it allows you, so in this case, they have their baseline of where they're at now. They're putting together some marketing to actually bring new business in, and they know exactly then how they're going to track it. And you do that criteria of success and a KPI for each focus.
Now, in order to make sure that all these goals get done, you pull them out of the cloud and into the action zone. You need action steps.
Action steps. So in this section where we're talking about lead generation, number 1, lay out a current system and tracking to see what the historic performance reveals, and use that insight to create tactics to increase store visitors.
Who's going to do that, and when is that going to be done?
And so you assign it to somebody with a deadline. And so they actually created in this example 5 different action steps. They've got a marketing scorecard, checkpoints, and reviewing the status at the end of the quarter, and refine the next steps for Q2 based on where we stand. Every action step to align with this is what the focus is for the quarter, who is going to do it, and the deadline to get it done. So now let's say, for example, John, who's supposed to be putting out the current system and tracking, he has his deadline. What am I doing this week? You know exactly what you're doing this week according to that one focus. And John's probably assigned to some different areas and different action steps throughout the 3 focus areas.
This makes so much sense. And goal setting and goal achieving really don't have to be super complicated.
No, it doesn't. You just have to put it down on paper, right? And when you put it down on paper and you see, okay, in order for me to hit this goal, these are the things that I have to do. These are the people and the resources I have to have, right? And you start to put that down on paper and put a deadline to it. And all of a sudden you realize, oh my gosh, I'm going to be so productive. It keeps you from just being busy with nothing to show for it. So again, step 1, pick your top 3 focus areas for the quarter.
Right.
Step 2, clarify the criteria for success for each of those, including the key performance indicators, your KPIs.
If you don't know what success looks like, you'll never know when you hit it.
Step 3, lay out the action steps and milestones that you're going to hit in that quarter. Assign them to somebody with a deadline. And a deadline ensures, I think a lot of times you think the sociology behind a deadline. We will wait until it's due often to get things done, right? People are rushing around, it's Friday or it's the end of the month and we've got these sales goals. We wait, just human nature, until the deadline to get things done. If you don't set a goal, a measurable goal with numbers and dates on it, then if you achieved something, you'll think, all right, that was good enough. We actually did make some progress. But if I'm just 10% away or that deadline's coming in 3 days,
right,
you'll actually put a little more momentum and intention behind it. Thanks so much to Rocky Mountain Hydro Shield for sponsoring this hour of the Experience Pros radio show. Make sure you find them online and ask for their 25% discount, which is Hydro Holiday. Use that promo code.
Love that. You can also find them at rmhydroshield.com or hydroshieldofdenver.com. All right, folks, we do have to take a quick break over the top of the hour, get the news, station identification for wherever you are listening. Please be sure to write into your radio station and let them know that you love the Experience Pros radio show. That helps a lot. And then we'll be back with more positive business talk. Remember to do what we encourage you to do every day. Turn up the volume and do business with the people who do business with the pros.
This has been the Experience Pros Radio Show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or visit them on the web at experiencepros.com, facebook.com/experiencepros, and twitter.com/experiencepros. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.
Colorado Wellness with Dr. Stephen Olson this afternoon at 2 during ATX Ask the Experts on KLZ 560.
Want to influence the kids in your community? Be a coach, a mentor, a volunteer, because you have something to offer. Log on to helpyourcommunity.org and help kids stay off drugs. Brought to you by the Office of National Drug Control Policy and the Ad Council.
KLZ AM 560, KLZ HD Denver, and online streaming at KLZ560radio.com. This is KLZ 560. Freedom, liberty, truth.
This is USA Radio News. I'm Melody Burkett. ISIS is claiming it has executed 2 hostages, one Norwegian and the other Chinese. ISIS did say in September it was holding a Norwegian scholar and a Chinese consultant for ransom. Their magazine appeared to show photos of the dead men with a banner reading "Executed." The White House says airstrikes are taking a toll on ISIS. However, Republican presidential candidate Carly Fiorina tells Fox News President Obama's comments about ISIS being contained are wrong.
They are at war with us. They are at war with this nation. They are at war with our way of life. They are at war with Europe. And President Obama is speaking in a way that is beneath his office.
Press Secretary Josh Earnest tells Fox News' Fox and Friends they're happy to have support from France following last week's attacks in Paris. Earnest adds that they would love to have more support from Russia, which only started attacks on ISIS a few months ago. This is USA Radio News. I'm Melody Burkett.
Get your Plenty card at Exxon or Mobil and start earning points at lots of places.
So I get points for filling up at Exxon?
You sure do.
What about getting coffee at Mobil?
Points.
Streaming TV shows on Hulu?
Definitely.
Points on my AT&T wireless bill?
Yep.
Buying soap?
At Rite Aid.
Buying you a birthday present?
Points at Macy's.
Visiting your parents?
No. You get marriage points.
Oh.
Exxon and Mobil are the only fuel brands that are part of Plenty, the rewards program that lets you earn points at one place and use them at another. Join Plenty for free through a participating Exxon or Mobil station today. Terms and limitations apply. See plenty.com/partners for details.
You hear that, kid? That's the hum of a well-run facility. You know what I hate hearing? Silence. Silence on a production line means downtime. Downtime means wasted time. Wasted time means waste isn't golden, kid. It's deadly. That's why I love Grainger. With a wide variety of the latest products, Grainger gets us what we need when we need it to help keep this place up and running and humming away. Get it? Got it? Good. Call, click Grainger.com or stop by. Grainger, the ones who get it done.
KLZ Denver.
Hey, everybody, it's Eric and Angel from the Experience Pros Radio Show coming up right after your Ericisms and Angelosophies.
Well, today we're going to tell you it's not business unless it's personal.
No. It's not personal. It's just business.
Right? I think that's what we've used to hearing. It's not personal. It's just business. This is a way for us to keep our relationships out of it, to keep it just simply fixed based on the facts and the data.
I know that I just stabbed you in the back, but don't worry about it. It's not personal. It's just business.
I was watching the movie You've Got Mail with Meg Ryan and Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
And he, and in the movie, big bad, big bookstore took over the little, local little bookstore and she ended up going out of business. And he was telling her, look, it wasn't personal. It's just business. And Meg said, well, if anything, it should be personal.
Right.
It should always start with being personal. And that just hit home for me when we talk about growing a business and building relationships and know, like, and trust. It is personal.
It is personal. One of the things that we used to say, and it's another one of our isms and philosophies, is it doesn't matter what business you're in the relationship business. And so when the business goes south, so too your relationships could be affected.
Absolutely. So when we talk about building relationships, word of mouth marketing, being authentic and genuine, connecting with people. And I think when social media came on the line, it blurred that rigid line between who you were professionally and who you were personally.
Especially for college students.
Right. People were freaked out. They're like, I want to just be me. I want to be my party me, my relaxed me. But with social media, now wherever you go, your brand follows.
Absolutely. And what it does is actually makes it more like real life, because
Right.
that's what we do. We're real people. And when we say it's not business unless it's personal, it's a call to you right now today. Make it personal. Make it personal for your customers.
Reach out to them, connect with them, build that rapport, build that relationship, have an interest in them other than their bank account, their next sale, their next
Right.
transaction. Treat them as human beings with heartbeats and dreams, and helping them to achieve the dreams that they want to hit, and be a part of that. This is where we end up collaborating instead of competing.
You bet. We call it co-opetition. You can call it whatever you'd like, but make it personal. That's your Ericism and Angelosophy for today. It is not business unless it's personal. All right, folks, have you checked the calendar? My goodness, experiencepros.com. Click on the calendar tab. There are so many events going on for small business owners all around the city.
Right. We actually were named one of the top 10 networking groups in Colorado because when it's seemingly the slow months, we still host 30 to 40 events every month, including what's going on tonight.
Oh.
We're going to be at the Fox and the Hound.
Epic.
In Lone Tree from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. Also hosting a book launch event.
Jerry Connolly's Vision is Victory. Bestseller twice over.
Right. And you can meet her tonight and get a copy of her book, Vision is Victory. Again, 5:30 to 7:30, Fox and the Hound. Check it all out, experiencepros.com. Find the calendar, subscribe to it, and never miss an event.
You want to make sure that you sign up, become a member of the Extreme Customer Service Directory. If you haven't done that already, what are you waiting for? experiencepros.com. And now, here comes the Experience Pros Radio Show. Get ready for positive business talk.
Just selecting good investments and fund managers may not prepare you for the retirement income you need. There are 5 important, less obvious decisions. Learn these 5 decisions and how to make them. Tune in to America's Wealth Management Show, sponsored locally by Life Certain Wealth Strategies here on KLZ 560 every Saturday morning from 9 to 10.
John Rush during the afternoon rush, day at 3. Now back to the Experience Pros on KLZ 560.
You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, where business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, best-selling authors of Lists That Save My Business, and founders of Experience Pros University, are inspiring you to get your business right. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. Very nice to have you along with us today. We're here to remind you that small business is big business, and your business is our business. In our first hour today, we broadcast a little bit about some news happening in Virginia. You might remember I mentioned that the Virginia a woman discovered that she won the lottery, but she found out accidentally by using Siri. Do you remember that story?
Right, yes.
Yeah. Well, there's more happening in Virginia.
Okay. All right. Lots happening. Okay.
Fairfax, Virginia, a man was arrested for on charges of assault. He was accused of throwing a sandwich at another man in a local pizza shop.
Okay. Why are we talking about a man throwing a sandwich at a man?
Well, this is a waste of good food. And
it's a food. So was it a food fight?
It was a.
They brought a sandwich into the pizza parlor.
That's not a sandwich. He's a sandwich.
Right. At least it wasn't a hot dog.
Oh, right.
So we know it wasn't a hot dog. Actually,
hot dogs are sandwiches.
No, we know for sure it wasn't a hot dog.
Don't start with me on that hot dog sandwich.
A hot dog is not a sandwich.
Hot dogs are sandwiches. I don't care what the Hot Dog Association of America says. Hello.
Yep. Nope. We know it wasn't a hot dog. We know it. And so is pizza. What if it's a stuffed pizza? Is that your version of a sandwich?
If it's pizza, you probably get 3rd-degree charges with 3rd-degree burns because.
No, I'm asking you. Hot. You had the whole bread with.
Is pizza a sandwich? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
No, of course not. It's pizza.
But what if it was stuffed?
Well, no.
Then why is a hot dog in your world a sandwich?
Because stuffed pizza has stuff on the outside.
Oh.
Stuffed pizza's just got cheese in the crust, that's all.
No,
or maybe it's got stuff in the middle, but it just got stuff on the top too.
Well, you could have stuff on the top of your sandwich.
No, you cannot.
Like an olive, a little decoration or a little A little garnish.
Mistaking your
My
your
martini?
sandwich with your triple
With my
martini lunch.
Right? Well, that's a sandwich.
If it's a lunch, it's a sandwich.
Is a martini a sandwich? I should say yes.
Right. All right. So, and then we also talked a little bit about Wisconsin, and your parents are going to Wisconsin for the holidays. And I mentioned that Wisconsin blows, and I don't mean that in a derogatory sense, not at all.
How else are we supposed to word?
The wind in Wisconsin blows and blows and blows. Have you not ever seen the Packers play in the winter? Oh.
Actually, I think that's why they're going, is for the deep snow winter weather. It feels very Christmassy to them to be like stranded in a log cabin with the drifts of snow outside and the snow falling, and you're inside with the fireplace, the crackling fire, and a pot of chili on the stove and hot cocoa in your. I mean, it just doesn't get more wintry-esque Christmassy than that, right?
Right. Wisconsin blows. But in Milwaukee.
It wouldn't sound derogatory if you didn't say it like this. Wisconsin blows. Like, it's like mean blows. They blow. How many syllables is in that blow?
There are 3 syllables in the word.
I mean, if I said Eric blows and I was just referring to you going.
No, he does not.
I was just referring to you going.
No, he does not.
Then that wouldn't be derogatory because you do this.
Let's move on. There are 3 syllables in the word Milwaukee. And in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, the sheriff of Milwaukee County, David Clark, issued himself a parking ticket after he parked his squad car in a handicap spot during a local Veterans Day event.
Did he not know when he parked there that it was wrong?
There's a storyline here. He says, I pulled up in front of the War Memorial. I got out of my squad car, and I directed a captain, who is now a corporal, to move the vehicle and properly park it.
Oh.
He says that order was not followed. And when I came out of the Veterans Day event, noticed the vehicle was still there, found that my order was not followed,
and gave myself
I ordered a county
ticket.
Citation to be written on the vehicle.
Okay.
He went on to pay the $35 fine and donated an additional $200 to a charity that works for the disabled. He also ordered an investigation into why the car was not moved. Said he recognized his error for parking there in the first place. Interesting. You ever park in a...
That's something my son would do, right? He would give himself a ticket if he did something wrong, right? Yeah. Have I ever parked in a...
Well, I started asking.
I remember one time going into a Walgreens.
Yeah.
And it was very clearly that they had repainted their parking stripes, and you could see that this spot used to be a handicap spot, right? You could see where but it had been painted over.
Yeah.
And even new lines had been painted in this parking lot, right? They had totally restructured the whole parking thing. And now the handicap parking spots were on the other side of like a little ramp. I came out of my car, or I came out of shopping in the Walgreens and had received a really nasty note.
Oh.
One of those,
because somebody saw the shadow
kind of
a former paint job.
Yes. Yelled at me for, taking away from, not that the handicap spots were occupied,
but,
right?
Okay, so this brings up an interesting thing. And
but I didn't really park in. It
was a former.
It was a former.
It was a former shadow of itself.
Now, if it was purple, I wouldn't have parked there.
Somebody put lemons in your cereal today.
Why do you say that?
Well, one of our listeners want to know.
I did have lemons in my hot water this morning, but not in my cereal. Why?
What's the excuse?
What's lemons have to do with it?
One of our listeners says we're a little feisty today, and they wanted to know if we had lemons in our cereal today. Very close.
We're practicing.
We are practicing.
We are practicing for our new TV gig. So we're trying to be a little more animated. Actually, I don't know. I have no idea.
Back to the handicap parking and that which goes on there. I live in an apartment complex, and the apartment complex, per regulation, has a certain number of handicap spots for the population of the buildings, right? And sometimes, and I'm talking historic, a long time ago, sometimes the handicap places are the only spots available if you want to park anywhere near the building in which you live in.
Doesn't matter.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree 100%.
Yeah.
Right? In one such case, it was winter, probably, 4 or 5 years ago now. and probably 4 years ago. And my son and I were leaving the apartment at the same time, and I noticed that he had parked in one of the handicap spots, right? He'd parked in one of the handicap, and I said, "Oh, no, you didn't." And he says, "But Dad, there were no other places. There's 6 handicap spots, and I got home at 2:45 in the morning, and I just didn't think, I knew that I was leaving at 7, and I didn't think that it would be that big a deal." And I said, "Well, it is. It is a big deal."
So I have kind of a weird phobia thing too about, there's always a handicapped stall in the restroom. And I think, okay, you shouldn't use that one. That is for, somebody who needs the bigger stall and the handrails. Like, you shouldn't even use that one.
For that?
So now I don't know. Just as you were talking about this, and he was only going to be there for these 4 hours from 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. and probably there was 5 other spots, and it would probably be fine. I could see how he could get there in his head, the logic of it. It's still, we have to pretend those don't exist because they don't exist for us.
Right.
Those are for them.
Right.
But then I think, well, what about in the bathroom? If you go in and there's a long line, right, and there's a whole long bed, can you use the handicap one, or do you have to leave that for in case somebody comes in the line because that's the only one that they can use?
I don't know the answer.
So I always think you should leave it for the handicapped people, but now I'm not sure.
Oh, gosh. Sometimes, I'll be honest with you, sometimes I use that as a changing room because it's huge.
Well, and I think that there are some people that just like the extra space. And so I always think it's really weird when you go into a restroom and there's 3 stalls and then a handicap one, and the 3 stalls are empty, but there's somebody in the handicap one.
Well, you don't know. Maybe that's somebody handicapped.
Well, they don't seem to be when they come out. And now...
Oh, you can't always tell.
I know, you can't always tell. But they need the handrails. Sometimes people need handrails. I think I need handrails in my shower these days.
I'm going to go there. I'm not going to go there.
Okay, so
lemon in my cereal.
All of this is being brought to you by our friends over at ALMC Mortgage, where all loans must close.
And they do.
You can actually get all the help that you need if you're thinking about buying a house in the near future. Before you even go and get financed and approved and start shopping around, make sure you call our friends over at ALMC Mortgage and find out what they can do to help you improve your credit score, your rating and stuff. They've got some, just helpful tips. They can look at your credit score, your rating, and tell you the things that you need to pay down, pay off, change up, fix before you go and get financed.
She can help you. One quick phone call. She can help you actually increase your credit score by 40 points. And it happens in short order if you simply follow the guidelines for how to heal some of your credit dings, dents, and whatnots. ALMCmortgage.com. All loans must close.
And they do. 303-696-6933. 303-696-6933 or online at ALMCmortgage.com. ALMCmortgage.com.
Do you know how to use technology to help your business grow? Well, there is an app for that, and we're going to talk about those and a whole bunch of other cool business tips and insights coming next. This is Eric and Angel, and this is the Experience Pros Radio Show. You know it as the most positive business talk show in America, where we have lemons in our cereal.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Stop calling around looking for the best mortgage rates and call ALMC Mortgage. ALMC Mortgage matches you with the right mortgage for your needs every single time. Now's the right time to finance. Call ALMC Mortgage today at 303-696-6933. 303-696-6933. Check out today's current rates and questions you should ask about your mortgage at ALMCmortgage.com. ALMCmortgage.com.
LMB number 100020432. NMLS number 266695. You can check the licensing status of your mortgage loan originator at dora.state.co.us.
Computers. We can't live a moment without them. My friend sent me an email recently saying she was having 99 problems and 97 of them were because of email and technology. I hate it when it doesn't work, but I'm stuck with how to get past the lockups, the slow retrieval, and lost data. This is what Binkley IT specializes in. All your computer quirks and hangups. They'll take care of you, and often they can do it remotely. Call our friends at Binkley IT and solve your IT puzzle one piece at a time. Call 720-254-1057, 720-254-1057. And if your computer is still working, look them up online at binkleyit.com.
During cold, icy weather, minor accidents will happen. But remember that plastic bumpers don't always need to be replaced when damage occurs. At BumperDocDenver.com, reconditioning may be an option to save your bumper and money. Bumper Doc Denver technicians can repair scuffed, scratched, dented, or torn bumpers for much less than the cost of a replacement. Stop by 1330 South Parker Road or call for a free estimate. 303-369-7292. Mention Experience Pros and get 20% off your bumper repair.
Boom! That's what you're looking for out of your professional networking events, and that's what Boom delivers. Create great business relations and build power partner connections the 4th or 5th Monday of the month at Bar Louie in Westminster from 6 to 8 p.m. Every event is sold out, so get your tickets for the next one today at boomcolorado.com. That's boomcolorado.com. Want more? How about quarterly training seminars? Boom! Network with great people. boomcolorado.com.
Hey, diehards, this is Angel, and I want you to join me on Thanksgiving morning for the Highlands Ranch Chamber 5K. It starts with a pancake breakfast provided by our friends from the Colorado National Guard and finishes with fun activities. I'll let you guess what they'll be serving in the beer garden. The race starts at 9 a.m. on Thanksgiving morning, and you'll be finished and energized enough to eat the whole turkey. Sign up for the early bird price online at td5k.com. That's td5k.com to save $10. It's all brought to you by the Highlands Ranch Chamber and Furniture Row. td5k.com.
Friends, there are very few things more important to your business than the way it's viewed and used on the internet. Your website is the gateway to your entire sales process, and here at Experience Pros, we trust Donna Galassi and Blue Zenith Web Design to make our website more than just a brochure for our business. If you want your website to be an experience, contact Donna today at 720-248-8431. That's 720-248-8431, or visit them online to see their work. Use bluezenith.com. We do.
There's only one place on the dial for you to share your stories of great customer service, and that's Fan Braggin' Friday on the Experience Pros Radio Show. Every Friday, the phone lines are open for you to call and tell the world who's getting it right in business. Call 855-FAN-BRAG and change the way people treat people in business. You can post your stories every day on the Experience Pros Facebook page and call in on Fridays for Fan Braggin' Friday at 855-326-2724. 855-FAN-BRAG. Tell Eric and Angel, and then tell the world about Fan Braggin' Friday.
Dana Lash, tonight at 6 on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros want to help you get your business right. Have you joined the revolution? Visit meetup.com/therevolution and become a business revolutionary. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experience Pros Radio Show.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Thank you so much for taking time out of your business day to join us for ours. We know that you have a choice of things to listen to on the radio. We're here to help. We like to say we got here as quickly as we could.
All right, so I found a fun little article from our friends over at Matches Technologies, and you can find them on the Extreme Customer Service Directory, Matches Technologies, but useful smartphone apps for small business owners. But before we get into what their list is, I was wondering, Eric, if you have any of your own favorite small business or apps that would be helpful for small business owners, not the game one that you play.
Now, wait a minute. The game one that I play, see,
it's for research.
You make it look like I play games all day long, and it's not that way at all.
It isn't all day long.
The one that I use, the casino game that I use daily, inspires me to build to build a platform that is rewarding to people who want to come back day after day after day. And so there's a lot of things that you could benefit from if you know the thing.
Sure.
Business apps that I use on a regular basis. I use YouTube on a daily basis. I use All Pro Web Tools, which is phenomenal. I use, of course, BizTalk Radio app. If you don't have the BizTalk Radio app, my goodness, can I just encourage you to go get it? It's free, and you get a stream of business talk radio 24/7. It's amazing.
Absolutely. Okay.
Let's see, what else do I use? Of course, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter. Those are the regulars that I participate in. Sometimes I use the news app that comes with the updated iPhone, and Dropbox. Use Dropbox.
All right.
All
all
the
right.
time.
Well, none of those were really on this list. So let's see how
how these all compare.
Right.
But he says that we live in a world that's easily accessible with our fingertips via smartphones. So running a business can be hectic, but luckily smartphones give us access to many different ways to help the adventure run smoothly. So first one he recommends is Adapt, and it's with 2 D's and 2 P's. Adapt.
It might be at appointment.
Oh.
Life happens. Sometimes it can happen to the people in your circle, business partners, friends, or family, to change their phone numbers, address. Keeping up with these changes can be difficult trying to run your own business. APPT lets them update their contact information for you, giving one less thing for you to worry about. You can use the app to organize contacts into groups and send them messages and so on.
Oh, so it's not at an appointment.
I don't know what it stands for.
I don't either, but you're not actually adding an appointment. You're just making it easy for folks to update their contact information for you. We all get those emails, right? That says, I've got a new phone number, I've got a new email address. Please, change your contact information about me accordingly. So this Adapt, ADDAPPT.
Or Adapt.
Or Adapt. I don't know.
It's hard to say.
I know. See, people think about, this is one of those things when you think about your branding and your business and your tagline and your web address and all of that, they don't think about radio when they, what is it? They think about what it looks like on paper, but they don't think about radio. What is it? How is that radio host going to slaughter the pronunciation of my business?
Here's
so I apologize.
No worries. Here's one that's easy to pronounce. Rescue Time.
Again, distractions can happen throughout the day. No, that doesn't ever happen. So you may need some help with time management as a business owner. Rescue Time helps track your activity to maximize your productivity. It tracks the time you spend using certain websites in certain applications and sends you detailed reports of how you might be more productive. I think when you send the report to Eric of how much time he actually spends on different things, he'll go, "No, Angel, I hardly ever do that. I hardly ever spend any time doing that."
Permission to treat the
seeing those
lady as
details
hostile
can help you to minimize distractions and make the most out of your business.
Here's the thing, though. If you get this app, and you're going to discover that it's much like having a video camera chase you around all day long, find out what you're doing and all of that, and you realize how many minutes and whatnot you spend pacing. Or nobody likes to look at they don't like the sound of their own voice. They don't like to look at themselves in the mirror unless you're Angel. And then she's like, damn, I look good. But you know something? Here's the thing. If you have this, it's going to tell you exactly what you do. The question is, do you really want to know?
If you want to be more productive, people who don't want to be productive, who just want to be average and feel the status quo, would love to ignore it and, bury their head in the sand. But those of us who are trying to achieve greatness and take over the world, right? We need to be more productive. This is an interesting thing when I got my Fitbit.
You got a Fitbit.
Several months ago, my daughter got an Apple Watch and gave me her Fitbit.
Mm-hmm.
And because she wasn't using it anymore. And what was interesting is when you set your daily goal for how many steps or how many miles or how much water you want to drink or different health and wellness goals, that you will find, because it tracks it, and you think, okay, well, who cares if I walked 5,000 steps or 12,000 steps? What really matters? But by tracking it, then you actually get to see, all right, you know what, today I didn't quite hit my goal. So I'm now going to pace my stairs or walk around my deck or go for a walk in the neighborhood and do something to be more productive.
Yeah.
Because now now you are aware. And once you know, you can never unknow. And so if you are looking for ways to be more productive in your day, or you're thinking, I am just not really sure where I get through the end of the day, and I know I was busy, but where did my time go because I wasn't as productive as I wanted to be,
right.
Then I think an app like Rescue Time might be a helpful short-term option for you to recognize.
It's going to show you what you
I
did.
really do waste a lot of time, because honestly, we all do. I get people who say, Angel, I'm giving it everything I've got. I'm giving it 100%.
No, you're not.
And here's the litmus test to know that you're not.
Get ready. We're going to do an experiment right now, wherever you are. If you're driving in a car, raise your right hand.
As high as you can.
As high as you can.
As high as you can.
Come on, Charlie.
Is it up there?
All right.
Okay, now just raise it a little bit higher.
Just a even Charlie went up by another 3 inches.
Right? We all can do a little bit more. We don't give it our all every single time, everything that we do all day long. If you are struggling with productivity, then you need to track
where you're spending your time. That's all.
There you go. And by the way, I apologize for asking people in their cars to raise their hand as high as they can. It probably got in the way of the roof.
Right. Yeah. Like it can only go so high because the roof is in the way.
Here's one that makes every app list for business ever, always. Evernote.
It ends up on everybody's apps, suggested apps for small business owners. And here's the thing. If you're taking notes on scrap pieces of paper, you're probably losing scrap pieces of paper. Where did I keep that? Where did it go? In fact, I use sticky notes, but even this little sticky note is not properly sticking. And I'm upset about that because I'm afraid I'm going to lose it. But Evernote, all your notes can be backed up to the cloud, safe storage, easy access for any of your mobile devices. Organization is easier and more efficient. And my favorite calendar app is Jorte, and that's Jorte because it's pretty.
It is pretty, and it looks great, and
it syncs with my Google.
It does. Jorte's they make a great calendar. There's no doubt about it. I still use the one that came with my phone, use is a loose word.
Yes.
Sometimes I use.
He has it on his phone.
I should check it more often. You ever get in trouble? I do every day. All right, folks.
You could. It's on your phone. You carry it with you. There's no reason you can't see it.
Thanks to the folks over at Matches Technologies for a great article that has provided interesting talking points. Systems are the backbone of your business. At least that's what we're going to talk about when we come back. How are your systems? Next on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Over 400,000 businesses in Colorado have less than 10 employees. Your business probably fits into that category. Imagine what would be accomplished if everyone joined forces. The Colorado Micro Business Alliance brings owners together to give you a unified voice in state and local politics, as well as helps negotiate better deals for products and services. They offer top-level seminars and networking events. Join now for only $5 a month at ColoradoMicroBusinessAlliance.com.
Get your payroll and employee paperwork done efficiently, effectively, and economically with Employer Essentials. Free up your time, free up your money, and let Employer Essentials help your business grow. They handle all of your payroll and HR needs at EmployerEssentials.com or call 303-734-9436. 303-734-9436.
Do you wish your career was moving along a different path? Do you ever feel like your business owns you when it really should be the other way around? Do you feel like this isn't the life you thought you'd be living? Well, you're not alone. Sandy Corrigan has a system that helps people create careers worth having, businesses worth owning, that results in lives worth living. Call or text Sandy Corrigan today at 303-907-1010. That's 303-907-1010. It's worth the phone call.
Friends, this is Eric, and I want to turn you on to a fantastic bi-monthly patriotic newsletter I've discovered. It's called The Pen, and it's a compilation of numerous patriotic writers packed with political information that you won't find in the newspaper. Contact my friend Beth Ann for a free sample copy at csctalkradio.com or send $24.95 to P.O. Box 73, California, Missouri, 65018 to receive The Pen for an entire year. The Pen, promoting liberty and keeping patriots informed. Subscribe today. csctalkradio.com. That's csctalkradio.com.
I don't know how to tell you this, but recently your husband's been pretty cold.
Did he do something or say something?
No, he's just cold.
I can't believe you'd say that. He's the most caring person I know.
Will someone please call Bowman Heating and Air? It's so cold in here, even the pipes are freezing.
Don't let your friends call your husband cold. Call Bowman Heating and Air today, 303-622-6502, and get a $99 furnace service to prevent your husband from getting cold. 303-622-6502.com. Dove Valley Storage has your affordable storage solutions for RVs, boats, cars, or construction equipment. Covered units you can own or rent at unbelievable prices. There's no other product like this in Colorado, and they're offering them at a fraction of the price of owning an RV garage or man cave. Hurry and call Kim today. They're going fast for fall delivery. 720-201-4062. That's 720-201-4062. Or check them out online, DoveValleyStorage.com. They've got you covered.
Wouldn't you love to get VIP treatment and hang out with celebrities? Carrie Conley with Infinite Nation does, and she wants to spoil you at Vision is Victory, the event happening in Scottsdale, Arizona on January 14th. Get the VIP treatment all day long with elite training, celebrity reception, and a VIP swag bag filled with bonuses and goodies. Sign up for Vision is Victory, the event, and upgrade to get the VIP treatment. Read all the details at infinitenation.com. infinitenation.com.
If you rely on networking to build your business, you need Renovate. If you are sick of wasting your time cold calling to find a few, you need Renovate. Extreme Relationship Management will help you renovate. Renovate is revolutionary training that elevates your not working and supercharges your networking to get real results. Sign up for the next Renovate training this week at extremerelationshipmanagement.com or call 855-I-LIKE-ERM. You need Renovate.
Advertising is really effective, especially for small business. Turn your company into a household name by advertising on the Experience Pros radio show. We'll help you build a trusted reputation with the professionals who listen to the program. You'll connect with the right audience and at the right price. Advertise with the Experience Pros radio show. Sign up at experiencepros.com and put your brand on the tip of your customer's tongue. Sign up today and start advertising with the Experience Pros at experiencepros.com.
At highway speeds, the average text takes your eyes off the road for about 5 seconds. That's enough time to travel the length of a football field. Stop texts, stopwrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
This is Willie Schmidt with Pure Hunting. Tune into Sportsman of Colorado Saturdays, 1 to 2 p.m. right here on 560 KLZ.
The Experience Pros radio show, where small business is big business and your business is our business. Follow them on twitter.com/experiencepros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros radio show with Angel and Eric. Very nice to have you along with us today. Systems, processes, do you have them? You probably do, but if they're not written down, well, they're probably not as effective as they could be.
Yeah, so often as business owners, a lot of what we do is in our head. We know exactly how things are run, how to take care of customers, where that information is.
But what happens if one of your key people, including yourself, gets hurt?
Right? Or wants to take a vacation, takes a day off, something unexpected happens. Do the wheels fall off of your business? Can somebody else step in easily because you have all the systems and processes in place? According to a Maui mastermind, they say the solid core of any business are the systems that are used to operate it. They are the reliable processes and procedures that empower your business to consistently produce an excellent result for your client or customer.
You know, it's funny because one of the things in this article that stood out to me is it says, if the only leg of your stool says, my people will handle it, your stool's about to topple the moment your people are not, for whatever reason, there to handle it. And you know, you and I, as we continue to grow our business, Experience Pros has gone from a training organization to a networking organization to a radio organization, now to a television organization. It's become a whole media group, if you will. And I recall a conversation you and I had recently where it says we can't just say it's going to be okay. We have to fill in the blanks, write them down, and make sure that everybody on the team gets it.
Right? Yeah, we've grown up too much. It used to just be Eric and I could have all these conversations and change things on a whim. But now, yes, communicating, making sure the whole team is on board, that everybody knows and understands how things are working. So here's the thing. Systems include your documents and your processes, such as the checklists that maybe shipping clerks follow to ensure that all orders are shipped correctly, the orientation process for all new employees and clients when you begin working together, the standardized contracts you use with new hires, new vendors, new clients.
So basically everything that you've got locked in your brain needs to come out and become an actual documented system.
Right? And once you've documented the systems, you can actually start to see where there are gaps or redundancies. Maybe two people in the office are handling the same piece of paper. You can actually refine the systems to improve, take out redundancies or remove inconsistencies.
Unless you're an airline pilot, the Department of Redundancy department really doesn't apply. You don't need one of those. So make sure that you've got it all done. And by the way, a cool way, if you don't know how to get it out of your head and put it into writing, these days voice recognition is amazing. Just talk about it. Tell us, what are you thinking? Sit down and talk to somebody and say, here's my system for making sure that the show gets set up every single day.
Right.
And then say it. Say it into a voice recorder, and then boom.
And now it's documented.
Yep.
So then if Eric can't be here on a certain day, anybody else can follow the instructions and make sure the video is posted of the daily radio show. But that's a system that needs to be documented. So think about this, that all the different things that you do throughout the day, and it does seem tedious. And so you have to actually have a discipline of documenting your systems. You need to train your team to create, organize, fine tune, and maybe even eliminate some of the systems that they are using. We switched over, and I know a lot of folks are doing this. Maybe you're a very paper heavy company,
sure,
and you're switching over to cloud-based
digital stuff.
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's systems in place and new routines. This is the perfect time to document it because you're learning something new. We switched over from using Excel spreadsheets, or where every person on the team had their own different record-keeping system for how they were interacting with our clients, to one united system where we can all see what everybody else is doing and how up to date and all that is. But even that is a discipline. It's one of those things that as a team, it was a new behavior, and we had to create the discipline to actually use the tool.
Absolutely. Let's talk about the layers of your successful business systems, because every successful system has two layers. There's the process layer, and then there's the format layer.
The process layer is the step-by-step process or procedure you've created. I remember the first time Eric and I hired a business coach, and he asked us about our sales process, and we thought,
we don't have a sales
we
process.
don't have one. And yet we could talk about, well, this is what happens, and then we do this, and then we do that. It was all in our brain.
Hello.
But again, if it's in your brain, you've got to get it down on paper. It was so exciting for us to actually document it, get it down on paper, and see that there really was a system, because now we could train others to do the same thing, which means we could go on holiday.
So there's the process layer. That's a step-by-step. The format layer is, how is it rolled out? How does it look upon execution? Is your team actually doing it? Is it easy to use? And is it intuitive?
Right. And so here's a simple test to know if you've got the format correct. Watch how your team uses it.
Right.
Are they using it? Are they ignoring it? Are they skipping steps? Are they adding shortcuts? Are there pieces that are missing? And so as you're watching them, to make sure that everything's following them, don't comment. Don't.
No. I'm just watching from the view, from the behind the scenes. We created a brand new video that helps people understand the whole idea of our Extreme Customer Service Directory, right? That video is now available on the website. And it's a tool for our staff to show people as they meet with them. Here's 90 seconds to explain everything that we do in 90 seconds. And I'm watching to see how many times that tool is actually used.
How are you watching? Because you can see all the different things that
gets
viewed. Done. But here's the thing. I think a lot of times we get wrapped up into a specific system. But when you're watching your people and what is actually being used and what's being followed, remember, you actually want to fall in love with the result that it's intended to generate. And the result that it's intended to generate is if somebody's missing, somebody needs to take a day off, there's been an emergency, we can't make it into work, we need to replace a staff person, or we just want to go on holiday, then anybody else can fill in. And you can train it. It's simple, it's documented, and it doesn't all have to be you wearing all of those hats.
Right. You said that it's simple, and it can be simple, or it can be as complex as you decide to make it. We opt, in many cases at Experience Pros, during our trainings, to go the simple route, because simple is easy to follow.
Well, that's that E-Myth. The E-Myth, what is it? Michael Gerber's E-Myth. He talks about working on your business, not in your business.
Right.
And if you can document it and keep those steps super simple, and you can hire somebody part-time, you can hire somebody somebody virtually, because these steps, you've broken it down to very simple steps. So you don't have to give them the entire project, but you can give them portions of it and know that every piece then is covered.
Right. So we're going to give you a system right now that you can either implement into your business or not. And it's one of our favorite ones because we call it the SIT method, right? And it's an acronym for stay in touch. And it's one of those things that you want to make sure that you know. Let's see what your sales system, your sales process is. You meet somebody, call it at a networking event. You got their business card not because you're getting everybody's business card, but because there's a definite connection and you see value in that. Well, what's the next step? And that's the question in the SIT method is, what is the next step to staying in touch?
And every interaction with your customer, because we are building relationships with our customers, they are a year-long membership, right? We want to stay connected. And even as they're coming into the sales process, you've always got to know what the next step is, because if you don't, then they fall through the cracks. And you've taken all this time to go out and meet people, but you haven't converted them into new clients. Or you've taken the time to sell them something, but you haven't stayed in touch with them until you're ready to sell them something again. And only time they hear from you is when it's time for an invoice. And so we have this multi-step process, but it's documented and it's written down. But all of it, your different checklists, your onboarding process, this not only in bringing new clients on, but getting them set up with your systems, the follow-up.
Is it a phone call? Is it a postcard? Is it an email? Is it all of them? Is it what's next? Is it a face-to-face meeting? If you can answer those questions, create your own SIT or stay in touch methodology, then you can implement that. And by the way, we think that that's probably one of the best systems you could ever have because it keeps you in front of your prospects and or customers
all year long. And you start then to create your operation manual. You are now a growing, thriving company. You're probably getting super busy. And I think that's the struggle with small business owners is we say we want to grow our business. We want to take it to the next level, but we're not actually ready to bring on anybody new into the team because everything is in our own brain. So we're here to help get it out of your brain onto a document, whether it's virtually or in an actual manual. But it's so exciting. And that document right there puts you in the mindset and the frame set to grow your company.
Absolutely. And that mindset makes all the difference in the world. Hey, when we get back, we're going to give you something, and it's going to be 100% free, but it's going to be the biggest gift you've probably ever been given ever. It's the gift of a free day. Would you love that? Coming next on the Experience Pros Radio Show.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
You've got a great business, lots of customers, and a catchy tagline. Things are going great, right? Has it ever occurred to you that if you are doing so well in your business, someone else might be trying to copy or steal your concept and make it their own? It happens every day. But don't let it happen to you. You need attorney Steve Replin on your side. Much more than just a lawyer, Steve is a business consultant who knows how to protect what's yours while helping you grow it to success. Call Steve today and CYA. That's Cover Your Assets. 303-322-7919. 303-322-7919.
Hi, this is Angel, and I want you to picture this. You're driving home after soccer practice. Your little girl is sitting in the back seat, and the radio is gently playing your favorite music. Your car is your world for the moment, and your world is safe because Nyland's Collision Center wouldn't cut corners on the quality of parts when they fixed that fender bender last month. NYLUNDS collision.com. No one knows your car better. The safety of your whole world is in their hands. Visit nylandscollision.com or call them at 303-761-9219.
You've had it with the big box print shops and online printing companies. Sure, they offer cheap services, and that's what you get, cheap service. Isn't it about time you found someone who not only made you look good, but also makes you feel good? Award-winning PrintingDoneQuickly.com offers the highest level of concierge service without the concierge price. PrintingDoneQuickly.com, where we serve your business as we wish to be served, and quickly too. That's PrintingDoneQuickly.com.
When your IT person says your VPN's PPTP failed because the IP conflict caused a protocol failure, All you seem to hear is blah, blah, money, money, blah, blah, last time. We're C-Squared Computer Consulting, and we speak geek fluently, but we translate when talking to you. When you understand the issues, you can better prioritize your money and time. Our managed services provide a stable spending model with system monitoring and trust. Call C-Squared Computer Consulting today at 303-933-1113 or go to c2cc.net.
Attention business owners. If you're waiting 30 to 60 days or more to get paid, Riviera Finance can turn your invoices into immediate cash flow. Let them help. Process is simple and no debt is created. Riviera Finance is located right here in Denver. They've been helping companies across the U.S. for over 40 years. So if you bill on credit but need better cash flow, call Jack Loudon at Riviera Finance now at 303-409-7706. That's 303-409-7706 or visit rivierafinance.com.
If printing is an essential part of your business day, then RMK Cartridge is your lifeline to success. Hi, this is Eric, and Angel and I wouldn't think of running our business without having RMK Cartridge on our speed dial. Remanufactured ink and toner cartridges are just the beginning. Free delivery and award-winning service coupled with 30 to 50% savings over original manufacturer products means that we're saving time, money, and space in the landfill all at once. Treat your printer to the best. Contact the guys at RMK Cartridge at 303-781-2076 or on the web at rmkcartridge.com.
Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe is the official fitness sponsor of the Experience Pros radio show. This is Angel, and Orange Theory is the energizing group fitness concept that is sweeping the nation. Experience the orange effect at the location Eric and I work out at. It's Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road. You'll see more energy, visible toning, and extra calorie burn for up to 36 hours after your workout. Call for a free Saturday session at 303-645-4290. That's 303-645-4290. We'll see you at Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road.
The top 5 search results get 75% of all the clicks. 75%! That means if you're on page 2, you are missing out on tons of potential business. You, my friend, are in need of professional help. At SharpNet Solutions, it's not all about clicks. It's about making sales. They optimize the Experience Pros Extreme Customer Service Directory, and they can optimize your business. Call them today, 303-900-4988. That's 303-900-4988. Or find them online at sharpnetsolutions.com. Put their talents to work and see what they can do for you. 303-900-4988. Mention the Experience Pros and get up to 50% off. Call today.
The U.S. Postal Service wants to remind everyone this year to protect themselves from becoming victims of identity theft. Never give out passwords, PIN numbers, or account numbers. To learn more, visit www.consumer.gov/ncpw.
The Experience Pros want to help you get your business right. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experience Pros radio show.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros radio show with Angel and Eric. We're so grateful for you tuning in today. Hope this has been helpful for you. One more segment to go. And if you start your day, end your day, or anywhere in between with a complaint that sounds like this, I don't have enough time. Stop it.
Well, we're gonna give you the formula to get a full free day into your work week every single week. Now, here's the thing. When you're working with a business coach, you're going to find they spend a lot of time on numbers, quantifying things, helping you get to
Can't measure what you can't track.
Right. And, getting your profit down, your time management down. A lot of it comes down to some basic mathematical formulas, which is really nice. We all have the same 24 hours in a day. Nobody, your competition doesn't have more time than you. The person down the street doesn't have more time than you. This is the level playing field that we all get to work in.
So let's talk a little bit about that time. To upgrade your use of time, first identify what you do that truly creates value. As a business owner, you don't get paid for time and effort. Are you kidding me? You get paid for creating value.
Absolutely. And so the first thing that you need to do if you're going to create a full extra day in your work week is to identify what actually creates value. And so there's 4 different types of time.
Oh.
And we're just going to do the A, B, C, D,
I
right?
like
A
ABC.
time, B time, C, D.
All right.
But here's the thing, the majority of our time, 80% of our time is this mass level activity.
You bet.
Right?
Sure.
80% giving us 20% of our output, right? I mean, the 80-20 rule.
Right.
Your C time is kind of your leveraged time. They say your B time is your sweet spot and your A time is the magic.
All right.
And so when we talk about the A, B, and C, D levels, take some time and examine those activities.
Here are some of those activities in the D time, the thing that's your mass, unleveraged, wasteful time: sorting mail, paying bills, low-level emails, scanning documents into your filing system, or setting up phone meetings or any of those meetings.
So what are your 5 D activities? Write those down. Your C activities: delegating to your assistant, dictating a letter, holding a group meeting versus talking with several one-on-ones.
This is leveraged time.
Right? Updating my master to-do list, sending out an email update to my exec team. So keep a list of your 5 C activities.
Here's your sweet spot time, or the B activities: meeting with the key clients to solidify that relationship or nurture that relationship, coaching your management team to be better leaders, reviewing your company's quarterly progress, and instituting a systemic solution to recurring issues.
So you can start to see the different value in the different activities, because everything that we do during our day has an opportunity cost. So is it bringing in the results that we're looking for, or is it just squandering up our time? The A time, they say this is the magic 1% that generates more than 50% of your total results. And some of those activities are making executive level hiring decisions,
yes,
decision meetings with key joint venture partners to secure high-value win-win strategic partnerships, making strategic decisions that set the direction of the business. This is that big, high-level thinking. So make a list of your 5 A activities. Now, here's the thing. He says that in this, the answer lies in spending more A and B time activities, right?
Correct.
But most of us actually spend more time in our C activities, because this might be the place where we actually create some income, right? We're actually making some sales. And
C activities can bring you some great income, but you'll always have to work exceptionally hard to earn it. That's the thing with small business owners. We work harder, not smarter.
All right. So if we're going to master our work week, instead of looking at, okay, I'm going to do more A activities and more B activities, we start with looking at those D activities
then
first.
Delete it, delegate it, defer it, or design it out.
Right? You can find the things that you can get rid of. Now you have to restructure. So it's kind of like a vacuum. Like, have you ever noticed if you save 50 cents at the grocery store and you have like some extra change, you don't really notice that savings is not being invested into something else on the other side. Time is the same thing. Let's say you free up a couple hours a day because you've delegated, dropped it,
done all those
Ds, right? You actually need to reallocate that saved time to an A or B activity.
Right.
So set aside that full day or week, that full day every week for that A activity. Otherwise, you're going to just allow that saved time to get sucked up. You didn't actually reallocate it to the good stuff, and you won't recognize that you have a full extra day in your week now.
Absolutely. Your bottom line is the action steps that you're going to take on that day that's going to create the most value for your business, and your A and B activities is where you find that. So set up a push day, set up a focus day, set up a prime day, right? Get in there and get it done, and make sure that you block your 60 to 90-minute appointments around those things that are going to give you peak effectiveness.
I love he has a rule of thumb called the above the line,
right?
And live above the line results. So every day, he says, most business owners start each day with high hopes. They take a moment to write down their list of things that want to get done that day, and it often grows to 15 or 20 items. But then the day ends, and they find themselves pulled off track. So here's a different way. He says, choose, kind of draw a line, and above the line, choose 3 items for the day and put them at the top of your to-do list. Those are those A and B items, right? And then all the other items can fall below the line.
Another great point that I love in this list of things to do in order to master your time, we've always heard create to-do lists, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got to make a to-do list. Everybody understands what a to-do list is. This article suggests you create a stop doing list.
Really?
And add to it every week.
What kind of things should we stop doing?
The D's and the C's, the things that are not going to help you, they're not effective for you. So you delegate them out and you say, I'm going to stop doing this effective now. And when you make a list that grows on the stop doing list, now you have more time for the start doing list and all the things above the line.
All those things that drain you, they're not in your skill set. You can probably delegate that out, have somebody else do that so that you can focus on the bigger project. It's exciting.
It really is.
To watch both of those lists grow. But we all have the same amount of time. It's just a matter of what we're doing with it. So look at those D activities and get rid of them as soon as you can.
Add to your stop doing list every single week. Great article. Thank you so very much to the article generator. What are the names of that? The Maui Mastermind that gave us the talking points for today's segments. Folks, we are grateful for you tuning into the Experience Pros radio show every day. Now we have only one ask, and that is that you would share it with somebody else. Tell somebody about the most positive business talk show in America. On behalf of Charlie, our producer, and Angel, myself, thank you. We'll see you tomorrow.
This has been the Experience Pros radio show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or visit them on pros.com, facebook.com/experiencepros, and twitter.com/experiencepros. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.